Welcome to the Enchanted Forest Inn, where autumnal ambiance and cozy comforts await. How may I assist you? You'd like to check in? Absolutely. I will be more than happy to help you with that. But first, I wonder if perhaps I might offer you a warm beverage. We have our spiced apple cider and, of course, hot chocolate with marshmallows. And we have a pumpkin chai latte. Wonderful choice. Give me just one moment. I will get that for you, okay? Here you go, piping hot, so you may want to give it just a moment. Sure, I can just set it down for you here. Absolutely. Well, and to get you checked in, why don't I go ahead and get just your first and last name, and if you'll just provide your ID and credit card. Yeah, just here. Thank you. Okay, that's for the first. Wonderful. And your last name. Okay. Perfect. Let me see. Yes, I've got you in our system for 4 nights. How wonderful. You'll be joining us for a lovely amount of time. Yes, your fall getaway. That is perfect. Well, you're in the right place. At our Enchanted Forest Inn, we make sure that there is a warm autumnal glow during this season, where you can enjoy lots of seasonal activities, and there will be some enchanting fall treats in your room and in our communal spaces. So I would love to go over with you some of those features as we get checked in, okay? Perfect. Okay. So with that, I see that we have you booked in the Autumn Harvest Suite. That is a beautiful room. It is spacious and includes luxurious bedding, a steam shower, of course a king-size bed, and we're going to be including in there some extra special bits so that you can enjoy this season. So we have warm, earthy decor in golds and crims and reds, burgundies, to set that initial vibe. And of course there are cable knit blankets and sweaters for your enjoyment. We have a coffee station set up with lots of seasonal bits, including pumpkin spiced syrups and chai seasoning. We'll have apple cider available for you in your room by request. And of course some warm spiced seasonal teas and coffees. And of course, we have some of those things in our communal space for you to enjoy as well. How does that sound? I know, very exciting. Lots of fall fun. Let me continue. Your suite also features your very own crackling fireplace, just as we have going in the lobby for your enjoyment. And a beautiful bay window where you can sit in our cozy little nook wrapped up with a book and a blanket. And you can enjoy the fall seasonal outdoors, where of course you see already we have colors changing to reds and oranges and golden hues. And you can just take a look at the forest for your enjoyment without even having to go outside if you don't want to. Let me pull up in, yes, here we go. In our lobby area, you'll see we have our lovely space for gathering with couches and enjoying some evening activities. And then we also have for your enjoyment a library full of board games and fall crafts. And of course you can sign up for some specific activities in the library during the day. But you can also just go in there and curl up with a book or with a game and some tea or cider. And we will have in there throughout the day locally made caramel apples and cinnamon spiced tea and our very own homemade pumpkin granola. Really yummy. Yeah. And then in terms of activities for your enjoyment, would you have an interest in going through some of those together so that you have an understanding of what's available, as well as maybe get some things booked? I don't think that they will fill up, but it is nice to just have it all set, I know. Okay, we can definitely go through some things together. Will you be interested in visiting the spa as well? Okay, I'll make a note. Perfect. Okay. Well, so I have with me here a little bit of our fall itinerary, and we're getting close to Halloween. Okay, so I'll send this with you. Put it here so that you can take a look as we're talking through. So what you can expect is every evening, and this one you don't need to sign up for, we will have a s'mores making activity by the fire. So you can enjoy that lovely crackling fire and joining our community for chatter and snacks. We've got s'mores, we'll have hot chocolate, and cozy blankets for your enjoyment. Yeah, it should be really fun. So that's at 7 o'clock every evening, all the way through 11 p.m. Yeah, you can just pop on by. Absolutely. Next, I will ask that we sign up for it to have the appropriate amount of tools. Every day at 1 o'clock. We have pumpkin carving and painting, and of course we will provide you your very own pumpkin to carve. We have some inspiration images that you can use, and of course you can get as creative as you want. You like to do that one day? Sure. What day would you think? That sounds good. Okay. And right after that, if you'd like, you can head on over to our restaurant where we have set up an afternoon apple cider tasting with various types of apples that have been locally made into some spiced ciders. And with it, of course, we'll have some yummy treats, including apple cider donuts and pumpkin cheesecake. So many delicious treats to enjoy, and that you need not sign up for either. yes, that will all be on our itinerary here. We've got a list of all our different bits, and of course, you're welcome as well to just call down at any point or pop by the reception and we will go over with you any activities, okay? Perfect. Well, okay, so next we also have from 3 to 5 daily our fall wreath and garland making session. And this is so much fun. We have lots of florals and leaves and garland with fall decor and ribbons and yarn and all sorts of crafty materials for you to make a beautiful wreath for yourself. I have even with me here a couple of inspiration images for our wreaths. You can get a sense. So we've got the materials to make kind of a metallic wreath, which could be really fun. Or, on the other hand, we will have with us pine cones and some decorative pieces. You can also make a spookier Halloween-themed wreath if you'd like the more Halloween vibes than the fall. We try to include a little bit of both. And we've got some, cotton and spider webs. We'll have candy corn just to munch on and enjoy. So this is a really fun activity. And afterwards too, there's a little bit of time in between, but we also have a Halloween costume making session. So maybe you choose the wreaths on one day and choosing to make some fun Halloween costumes on another day. Yes, there are all sorts of materials and inspiration images to make your very own Halloween costume. And of course, for folks that are staying with us on Halloween, we have a fun little parade that we do. And for those who aren't, we get to just enjoy making up our costumes and wearing them the night out. Yeah, we like to do those. Okay, let me get you booked in. Which days are you thinking? Yeah, that sounds great. Now, and would you be interested at all in attending our autumn baking workshop, where that one is in the morning actually, so that we spread things out throughout the day and we make something different each morning. It looks like tomorrow we are making pumpkin bread with a cinnamon glaze. The following day we're making spiced cookies like snickerdoodles and gingerbread. And then the next day we are making an autumn apple crisp. You'd like to do that one? Okay. That's all yours. And I'll write down for you as well the activities that you've booked in so that you can make sure to recall which you're going to on which day. I know it becomes quite a bit. Yeah. Now, would you be interested as well? Of course, we have our restaurant available for all meals and the food is just delicious. But we can also set up for you, if interested, a harvest candlelit dinner outdoors in the forest by fireside and with cozy blankets so that you're nice and toasty. You can enjoy pumpkin or sweet potato soups as appetizers and choose from an assortment of entrees and fall desserts. We have so many tasty options. Is this of interest? Okay, absolutely. You can make use of all of our activities, as few or as many as you'd like. Perfect, that sounds great. Now, why on to some of our activities outside of the hotel, where you can enjoy the outdoors and that crisp fall air. I know it just smells like fall, like crisp leaves and apples. So with that, we can arrange daily a guided foliage walk out in the forest to your activity level preference. It can be a tougher hike up the mountain or a casual stroll by the brook. Sure, absolutely. I'll make a note. And we have plenty of guides for this, so you can just pop by reception rather than being stuck in booking a particular window. You can just ask us and let us know that you're ready, okay? Now we also have scenic hay rides that go by the local farms and orchards, and we can see some animals, including horses and sheep and cows. You may even, if you venture a little bit further out on your hayride, you might even catch a glimpse of a moose or an elk. It's some fun. Yeah. And then we also, of course, have our hay maze that you get to at the end of the hayride, where you can enjoy sorting through the maze and the cornfields, and there are some fun activities out there too, like bobbing for apples and pumpkin picking. It's a bit of a fall festival in the community that we're able to scenically drive you over to, and you can participate and then be scenically driven back. That sounds good to you? Okay, wonderful. And when do you think you'd like to attend that? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It is such a nice place to stargaze in the evenings. And, whether you do that in the evening when you're making your s'mores or just on your own, you absolutely can do that. And you can just pop by reception to ask for any warm clothing or beverages that you'd like, okay? Definitely. What a great idea. And then, okay, last, let's go through some of the spa services. Now, we have some lovely fall-themed spa services that I can walk you through, okay? Lovely. So first we have our pumpkin spice body wrap with a hydrating antioxidant pumpkin enzyme blend to exfoliate and nourish. We have as well our hot apple cider massage, where you can enjoy the scent of apples surrounding and enveloping you while you're massaged with cinnamon essential oils. I know. Now we also have a maple sugar scrub, which will also smell just beautifully of maple syrup, and your whole body will be covered in maple body butter and exfoliating salt scrubs, and it will leave the skin really smooth and plump, ready for that drier fall air. And then finally we have our Autumn Glow Facial. Yes, this is a seasonal facial with pumpkin enzyme masks, cranberry antioxidant scrub and serum, and chamomile steam to cleanse and detoxify the face, getting you ready for perhaps a fall evening out or something special and seasonal, right? Okay. We can absolutely book those for you. And what's lovely too is that when you're in the spa, you have access to some extra special spaces, including the steam room, the sauna, and we have a lounge as well with some special treats, including our caramel apple slices, our pumpkin spice date energy bites, as well as some maple pecan shortbread cookies, and of course our yummy fall beverages, including some detoxifying pumpkin tea and cranberry apple juices and ciders, and our pumpkin chai spiced drinks, of course, perhaps a latte or a cold brew, your choice, of course. Sounds good. And the day that you'd like to be in the spa? Perfect. Well, I have got that all booked for you. This is wonderful. And what I'm going to do is set you up with our key card for the hotel. Here it is. We like to have our key cards set up with that autumn theme, of course. So this is all set for your room. You'll just place it up on the door and you'll be able to enter into your beautiful fall suite. And if you have any issues, if you lose it, do just come pop by here. We are available 24 hours a day, and we're available to help you out with anything that you need, okay? I'll just put this here for you. And is there anything else that I can help you with before I send you off to your lovely vacation? Any questions, or perhaps a refill on your beverage? You're okay for now? Okay. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure to serve you and get you checked in to our Enchanted Forest. And I do hope that you have an amazing and cozy autumnal stay with us. And do let us know if there is any way that we can serve you during your time here, okay? Okay, well, I'm just going to send you off with your activity list and with your itinerary. And so we've got all those things written down for you. You can just grab them and be on your merry way, okay? All right. Have a wonderful evening and stay.